top of that and just make sure that's covered there. Yep, I think we are done there. Now what we're going to do is something a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to do something I don't do very often. I've done it once or twice, but I don't think I've got this on camera. Using Vallejo's Glossy Black. Okay. And the mini that I've been using all the time. This is going to go on the eyes of the bug. Now when this finishes, or sorry, when this dries, we're putting something else over the top of this. There we go, just want to make sure all of the eye is covered in this glossy black. And we'll do the same with these, all of these. They're all getting the same treatment. And the last one is this one. Now again, there is something going on top of this. I'm not finishing with these glossy black eyes. I can't get to the rest of this bug's eye, I'm afraid. So we'll have to leave it at that. But there we are. That is basically the entire lot done. Now what we're going to be doing is making the base look a little more interesting. So we have this super glue, and we also have some Geek Gaming Scenics cork pieces. I'm just taking a few of the smaller pieces out, and we'll see what we can do with these. Okay, so let's do it like that, shall we? Oh dear. I'll take the nozzle off and see if I can use it this way instead. Okay, so I'm going to put it on like that. Give the base a blast with that, and press down. Okay, there's going to be some little pieces left over as well. So yes, get rid of some of these bits. and you as well. And we can see what we've done. Okay, so from here, I just put a couple of pieces on, like so. I've done that for this fella. Some of them are quite... The main one we've been doing, I've put quite a bit more on. I might take a bit off that yet, I don't know. I don't think I will. I quite like that, the way it's looking. And then this one, not too busy, fairly flat. I'll snap that bit off. And yeah, I'm fine with that, that's okay. So what I just need to do now is see whether, yep, the eyes seem to be dry. So what that means now is I can do what my little plan with the eyes. All I need to do is find the actual paints that I want. Bear with me. Okay, I found them. We will bring CD palette back in. And these are a little different paints. I don't know what, as I said, can't remember whether I've done these on camera or not, but Vallejo's The Shifters paints. This is a corner shift paint, and it's gold, yellow and burnt orange. So let's see how this goes down. So these usually are applied with an airbrush, but you can brush these on. The trick is to make sure that when you do brush them on, you make sure you go in the same direction. Okay, now you. Oh, so went straight same direction. I'm not doing it in the same direction. I was doing it in the opposite direction there. We'll make sure it all goes in the same direction. Okay, so there we are. That's it so far. When we come back, we'll be painting, or we'll be sorting out the base, getting the base coverage, or the gel and stuff on the base that I usually put on, and we'll be checking the eyes out, making sure they're okay. As I say, if I need to put more of that on, I will do that off camera, so they look okay when we start back. So there we are. That is what we've done so far. And some of these will look okay, others may look a bit iffy, but again, as I say, it's early days yet, can't tell what it's going to be like until they're dry. So join me again in a few moments. Right, we're back. These have dried off quite well. Hope you can see what's going on with the eyes. There is a good bit of colour shift in there. May need to go over the round the eyes again with some paint, but we can do that as and when. I'll tidy it all up off camera. It's much easier that way. Okay, so we're going on to doing the bases now, and Again, we're going to be using Galeria's modelling paste and large grain gel. So we'll take the lids off these, and I'm going to make sure that I put the lids so I know what they are. And we'll bring in this model again, and I want the brushes I've been using. So let's start, shall we? And all we're basically doing, as you've seen before, I'm pushing this onto the base and covering it completely. Now obviously I am not going to be doing the edges. There are some areas that I would like to remain flat, and the edge is that area. Also, I'm going to be trying to avoid getting any in a situation like that there on the underside of the bark, because this is to go, supposedly to go on the whatchamacallit, on the horizontal part of the base. So we're doing a mix of both the grain and the modelling paste, and once it's all done, we'll wait for it to dry, and then we'll come back and paint. So as I say, we're just doing a mix of both. Oops. But I want to make sure that I don't get any of this on the model. There are some areas where it's going to be very difficult to get at, and I made that bed for myself. But yeah, we can set it how we can set it, in the hope that we don't spoil the paintwork that we've already done. That will do nicely. So that's all we really need to do for that. I'll do the others, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how this all done. Okay, so that's that done. I'm just putting these pots of medium away, and we'll come back and have a look at these, each one we've done. So there we go, that's what we have so far. I can't do any more with these now. Have to wait until they've dried, and they usually dry, and when they dry, they usually dry clear. And all I need to do then is just paint on the bases and highlight and whatever, and we'll do that like I have been doing over the past few videos, of just doing it with some music over the top and sped up, so that you can see it all done, because it's a long boring process, I'm afraid, of just painting everything one colour. So you'll see what we do, and then that will be it for the Necromunda minis, and we'll be starting on something different very, very soon. So that being said, join us when this is dried, then we can paint the bases. Right, we're back, and yeah, I had a little issue yesterday. Well, a bit ago in my last bits. I missed doing all the base because I forgot to press the record button on the camera. Basically all I did was go over the entire base with dark stone. That is it. That's the only thing I've done. So what we need to do now is complete the painting. And how we're going to do that is by dry brushing. And I'm just shaking the paints, because the one we're going to be using is Gorgon Hide. It's like a very pale bluey grey colour. And as I say, it's just going to be a dry brush over these dark stone areas. My brain went then. So, as per usual, I'll start off showing you what we do, then we'll speed up a bit, get through the first one, and then we'll come back towards the end of the process to finish off the video and the series, because we've finished these now. So, we'll get the paint on the palette, get some on our brush, and see if we can get this done. Just like so. That's all we're doing. In fact, it's not going to take all that much work to do. It's not going to take all that time to do, rather. So what we'll do is we'll just get on with it. Once I've done the first one, we'll just speed up, get through all of these. So yeah, so these give it nice dimension to these minis. Want to make sure that these sharp angles on the stones, or sharp edges on the edge of the stones rather, are done. There we go. Just do that part there, that part there. We're not doing underneath, obviously, because the sun's not, or light isn't hitting that, but we will make sure that all areas where there's a sharp edge gets covered in this. And that is how they look. So we'll just speed on and get these done. There we are. That is it. So there we are. That's it, as I say, for this series. All that remains for me to do with these particular minis is to give them a blast over some varnish. They will get a gloss varnish first that I use to protect the paintwork, and then after that there will be a a matte varnish to take on the shine off. I'll leave it with a nice what's the word I'm looking for? Leave it with a nice finish, nice matte finish. So that is it for this video, as I say, this series. Hope you've enjoyed all the work I've done with the Necromunda minis, but for now, that's all we have time for. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.